We all need to engage in estate planning at some point in time. If you don't, your assets are going to be divided the way New York State says they're going to be divided, and you may have a tax issue. Tax issues are not as significant as they used to be, but they can still be a problem. Clients who come to see us for estate matters usually have thought about that process. And one of the first things I'll ask is, how do you want your assets distributed upon death? And it's very much a process where the clients are self-directed, and we just need to put into legal format what their wishes are. Estate planning can take so many different forms. You can be looking to avoid probate, in which event we might be looking at setting up a revocable trust if possible. You might be looking at Medicaid planning, which might entail an irrevocable trust. Clients who wait too long might be blocked out of doing an irrevocable trust, simply because there are time frames and look-back periods in federal law that impact whether or not you have successfully removed assets from your estate for purposes of qualifying for Medicaid for, usually it's for long-term health care reasons.
I came to Jean Mahserjian's office, and I gotta say, I am thrilled to death to have her friendly, knowledgeable, and cost-effective staff on my side to resolve my legal issue.
If you're looking for an estate planning attorney, you want to have an attorney who is experienced and able to handle a wide array of issues. Those issues involve tax planning, Medicaid planning, planning for who is going to receive what assets upon death. Perhaps you're going to be looking at gifting assets prior to death. You might have property issues that need to be addressed, which can be dealt with prior to the time when an estate needs to be probated. So you want to think about all of that well ahead and have a plan that carries through a number of years. In my opinion, it's close to impossible to draft your own estate planning documents properly, because the issues are avoiding probate, avoiding taxation, and making sure you've done everything properly so that your wishes are carried out upon your death. New York State has some pretty stringent rules with regard to how those documents all must be prepared and executed. Doing that on your own is difficult. Additionally, you may have some issues where you need guidance, for example, on gifting during your life, or you might have issues with regard to the transfer of property. So you need to have some expert advice as to how you can handle all of those issues, and doing that on your own is usually not advisable.
Jean's staff and herself are friendly, knowledgeable, and effective. Bring her on board and you won't be disappointed.